This Packers defense went to the Pro Bowl for the first time after the 2019 season.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The tackle made by
a gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This is going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Now we see the Packers coming out, their first drive on offense, and at the helm, as always, their 8-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 16th season now, Aaron Rodgers.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it, just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davis.
The line of scrimmage.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Dante Fowler Jr.'s career has had some real twists and turns since being a first-round pick with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Remember, he hurt his knee and didn't even get to play his rookie season, and has finally found his way in the league. Last year in Los Angeles with the Rams, had a career-high 11.5 sacks. That's why Atlanta got him in the offseason. They needed to boost their pass rush, and he's the guy to get it done. Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely...
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow ball finds his way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and he's taking... And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
After the sack on 1st down, Ryan looking for his running back, and he's got him. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
To Todd Gurley.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Ryan's pass complete to Julio Jones.
You had to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there. And it doesn't take a degree from MIT to know that, so you had to figure, what's up with the defense? You should know that that's coming right away.
On first down, it's Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Falcons.
Gurley on the carry.
Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over first down.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
33.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
They'll take over.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Packers nothing.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
At the Packers' 10-yard line.
They run. It's Gurley. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Falcons 10.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Rodgers pass. Complete.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
3-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Aaron Jones.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Aaron Jones. That's good. We're on Green Bay.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all the...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 27-yard line.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. To throw on 3rd down, Ryan, and the pressure gets to him again. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
13 yards, and it's 3 and out.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now Austin. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Good catch by Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and that's something that his teammates needed to see and something he needed for himself. They call him MVS, and they want him to become an MVP type of a receiver. Speed to burn. He can stretch the field. They just need him to be as dependable catching the ball as we saw there throughout the season. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and that'll make it third down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Rodgers pass intended for Scotty Miller.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got Miller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. To throw is Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons have retaken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone.
14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So we've hit half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Packers 14.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
One of the underrated aspects of Davante Adams' game is his toughness. He had to battle his way through injury last year, and while his numbers may have dipped, he was still the #1 target for the Green Bay Packers and their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, and still one of the best receivers in the league. Constantly works on his footwork, constantly works on how he gets away from defenders in order to get open. He's a guy that number 12, his quarterback, trusts implicitly.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell.
Rodgers pass intercepted by the
first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
38-yard.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Kenny Clark, his 2nd sack of the night. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He finds an opening past the 40, and he will find his man on the end route, complete. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short, and now it's 4th down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Jones with a carry on 1st down, but I don't think he even made it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense all over that one.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
First down, Atlanta.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he goes out right around the 39. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the 1st quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for
the Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
The 30-yard line.
Throwing again. Rodgers. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Rodgers again now. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On first down, Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have retaken the lead.
For the extra point.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From the gun, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Jair Alexander.
Here's Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Packers take over first and 10. At their own 16.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead. I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Back to throw, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Rodgers change with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll go again to Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Without question.